Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this September the 4th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's had a great Monday out there so far. Everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Tuesday and Wednesday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the board. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and the storm reports that came in this afternoon. And also, we're going to take a look at the National Hurricane Center Tropical Weather Outlook page at the end of this broadcast, because we got 4 areas of disturbed weather that we need to discuss. One, which will look to become Tropical Storm Lee, which may become a major hurricane, may make a run for the east coast of the United States. We'll have more details on that in the coming days. But first, we'll talk a little bit about when the developing stages of the system, and then working its way into a tropical storm, and then working its way into a hurricane. Okay, so if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash it before you leave my page, so that way you get a chance to see my forecast twice per day unless something comes up. Also, like these videos, share these videos on social media, so that way more people can see my forecast and get them out to as many people as possible. Alright, well, let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast now and get the show on the road here, folks. Okay, as you can see here, we got quiet conditions from around Quebec, Canada, Montreal, Toronto, Canada, all the way over to portion of Maine, down to Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., through Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, down to the Atlanta metro area, down in the port of Alabama, Mississippi, also down to portions of Florida Panhandle, northern and central Florida as well. Also over toward Dallas and northern Mexico, and also into portions of northwest Mexico, the Gulf of California, also into portions of New Mexico, Arizona, Denver, Colorado region. Also through portions of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska, back over toward Wyoming, Montana. Also into Seattle, Washington, Oregon, down toward San Francisco and Los Angeles as well. Also across portions of southern Canada, back toward portions of the southwestern portion of Canada as well. We got showers and storms over here in portions of western Washington State. Got some showers and storms also over in portions of Nevada. Also got some mixed precipitation over here in portions of Wyoming. Some showers and storms there as well. We got a big real estate area, showers and storms, then from South Dakota, North Dakota, portion of Montana, right along the Canadian-U.S. border, from North Dakota all the way over toward Michigan, also toward Lake Superior and Lake Huron as well. Also scattered showers and storms through portions of Chicago, Illinois, Wisconsin, back into Minnesota, all the way down into portions of Missouri, portions of Oklahoma, portions of Texas as well, down toward the Houston area, Gulf of Mexico as well, southern Florida as well, around the Florida, Miami area, and the Florida Keys. Also back in the portion of Tennessee, up toward the Chicago, Illinois as well, and also into Michigan too. Alright, the yellow slashed area, we got some severe weather in portions of Minnesota, and portions of Wisconsin and northern Iowa for your Tuesday. Alright, here's your Wednesday forecast. As you can see here, we got quiet conditions there from Quebec, Canada, through Montreal, all the way over to portions of Maine, back down toward New Hampshire, Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., through eastern Virginia, eastern North Carolina, and central areas as well, through toward the Atlanta metro area, southern Georgia, also down into much of Florida, also Panhandle, Florida, back toward the Houston area, Dallas area, also into central Texas, northern Mexico, central Mexico, toward the Gulf of California, also toward the Denver, Colorado region, also into the Dakotas, Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, and portions of Illinois, Missouri. Also across southern Canada, back toward the Vancouver region, also in the Seattle, Washington region as well, down toward San Francisco and Los Angeles, and also toward Nevada and Idaho as well. Dry conditions expected there. We got a few showers up here in portions of Montana, southern Canada. And also we got more showers and storms extending from the Canadian border from Minnesota all the way back to Toronto, Canada. Also extending down to the Chicago, Illinois area, Wisconsin. And also back into Illinois, portions of Arkansas, also into northern Mississippi, Alabama, all the way over toward western North Carolina, all the way into Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and also toward Toronto, Canada as well. This is some shower and thunderstorm activity for your Wednesday. Alright, moving on to the weather radar across the nation. We're going to let it refresh the information so that way it'll show the precipitation. Okay, we got showers and storms up here in portion of Regina, Canada, just west of Winnipeg as well. Also right on the Canadian border, some in North Dakota, also some over in Idaho and portion of Washington State through western Montana. Also in the eastern Idaho as well, and also much of Wyoming. Showers and storms for you guys, southern and eastern Montana. Also down into the Dakotas as well, down through portions of South Dakota, down into portions of Nebraska as well, just north of Denver. Some showers and storms for you guys, scattered about through portions of Colorado, southwestern Wyoming, also northern portions Utah, just north of Salt Lake City, a little bit in northeastern Nevada. Also, we got some showers and storms in portions of Minnesota as well, into portions of Wisconsin. All right. I mean, just northeast portions of northeastern Minnesota, excuse me. All right, let's move on down south. We got some showers and storms in portions of Kansas, a little bit in North Texas. Also, we got showers and storms in Louisiana, just west of New Orleans through Mississippi. We got a line of showers and storms moving in your direction through portions of Mississippi. Also toward Memphis, Tennessee, got some showers and storms there. Also back towards St. Louis, also into Missouri as well. Let's see. Let's move a little further to the south. We got a little bit of shower activity up around Philadelphia and off the shore. We got some showers and storms also in the portion of Cuba, also down into the Florida Keys, and then into the Gulf of Mexico, and across central northeastern Mexico as well. All right, let's move on to the watches, warning, and advisory map for your location across the nation. All right, as you can see here, we got heat advisory for you guys up in portions of New Hampshire, also in the Vermont, also in the New York State, also in the portions of Pennsylvania toward the Philadelphia region, also some up here in Wisconsin, also in the Minnesota as well, some down here in Oklahoma, and also down in South Texas, southwestern Texas as well, central Texas too. All right, we got air quality alerts around the Atlanta metro area of Georgia, also in the portion of Minnesota, also eastern South and North Dakota, portions of Montana, also a little bit over in Oregon as well. Alright, we got red flag warning for you guys here in Texas, Oklahoma, and portions of northeastern New Mexico, southeastern portions of Colorado, and western portions of Kansas. Alright, special weather statements are issued for you guys in portions of South Texas. Also, we got some also in portions of Iowa and also in Illinois. Fire weather watches are in effect for you guys in portions of Wisconsin, also into Minnesota. I've got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for South Dakota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and also in the portion of Wyoming and southeastern Montana. We got some dip smoke advisory for portions of Montana. Air quality alerts there as well in Montana. We have frost advisory for you guys over here in portions of Nevada. All right. Let's see, we got severe thunderstorm warning in South Dakota. We got a river flood warning there in South Dakota as well, and also eastern North Carolina and around the Myrtle Beach area of South Carolina as well. We still got that special weather statement for Alaska and that flood watch in effect there for the central portion of Alaska as well. The Hawaii and Chain Islands A-OK. All right, let's move on to the watches, warning. Storm predictions overview. Excuse me, getting ahead of myself there. Alright, but anyway, we got that marginal risk over in portion of Louisiana all the way into portion of Missouri. Also same over in portion of Wyoming back into Dakotas and also Minnesota. Slight risk of severe weather, portion of the Dakotas all the way down into Wyoming as well. There are no thunderstorms elsewhere. Alright, you can see a little better on the convective outlook. There's the what I was talking about, current watches. South and north Montana, also in the Wyoming as well, and also in Nebraska. MDS discussion, current watches, they're just talking about it. Alright, excuse me, storm report, currently as of this recording, we had 0 tornado reports this afternoon. Wind report, we had 12 of them, 0 was high. Hail report, we had 9 of them, 0 was large, total number 21. I would not be surprised to see these numbers increase as we continue to roll through the afternoon and evening. They took place in Missouri and South Dakota for the wind reports and the hail reports. And the hail reports also in portion of Wyoming and also into Nebraska as well. Fire weather. We still got that elevated risk stemming from Minnesota through South Dakota, all the way down into Texas. We got an ISO dry spot there, also in portion of New Mexico, and also into portion of Oklahoma and Texas. And a critical fire weather problem also in the portion of Texas and also into Oklahoma. So wildfire can escape quickly in the elevated risk center. We get a chance to take a look at it. As you can see here, here's the main topic here. This is the at 2 p.m. this afternoon. This is the Invest 95L. Don't forget to go back and check out the information. I had a little more on it earlier this afternoon, so you're welcome to check out that video as well. Also, satellite imagery indicated that an area of low pressure had formed from the tropical wasteland about 700 miles west-southwest of the Cabo Verde Island. The low-level circulation had become better defined since yesterday and increasing organization with shower and thunderstorm activity. Alright, environmental conditions are forecast to be conducive for further development, and this system is expected to become a tropical depression or tropical storm in a day or two. So that could happen sometime today. On your Tuesday or Wednesday, like I said in the video. Alright, also additional strength in the likely late week while the system moves west-northwestward at 15 to 20 miles per hour over the central and western portion of the tropical Atlantic. Formation chance through 48 hours is still high at 90% and 100% over the next 7 days. So this will become Tropical Depression 13, then become Tropical Storm Lee, and then it heads across the Atlantic. Gets over here somewhere. It may ramp up into a Category 2 or a 3 hurricane and continues its march across the just east of the Bahamas. All right. Here's Katia as at 9 p.m. GMT time. If you're tracking it at home, locating their latitude 28.0 north, longitude 34.4 west. Moving to the northwest at 2 knots or 2 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds 30 knots or 35 miles an hour. And the minimum central pressure 1,010 millibars. Alright, here's another little tropical wave. This is the X Franklin. This is Tropical Storm, what was Tropical Storm Franklin, but it ain't nothing but just a remnant low. Post-tropical cyclone Franklin is located several hundred miles north of the Azores and is forecast to move quickly southeastward toward warmer waters east of the Azores. This system could acquire some subtropical tropical characteristics later this week or over the weekend while it moves interactively between the Azores and Portugal. This system has a near 0% at the next 48 hours and a 20% over the next 7 days. And this wave here, I talked about it earlier this afternoon. I would not be surprised by the time it moves off the coast of Africa, it could become our next tropical storm as it moves off the tropical coastline of Africa. But anyway, a strong tropical wave over the west coast of Africa is forecast to move off the African coast in the next couple of days. Environmental conditions support slow development of the system, and a tropical depression could form over the eastern tropical Atlantic over the latter part of the week or over the weekend while the wave moves to the west-northwest at about 15 miles an hour. Right now it has a 0% over land, and it has 50% chance as soon as it gets over water. Oh boy, that was a mouthful to swallow. But anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Everybody continue to stay safe and well. Enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing if you have not. And we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening, folks.